Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys all over the social media about the mass coup that happened in Georgia, and this got a lot of people reacting, and I was able to put out some updated video. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes, guys. Alright lovelies, let's dive into it.
In the CNN, there has been a mass shooting in Winder, Georgia. Appalachian High School has lost 4 people and 30 have been injured so far, and this is just the tally that's been out right now. The shooter has been caught, okay? They've caught him, and now they're just trying to assess the damage. At this point, I was really hoping that this year would just not bring this kind of shit. I was really hoping schools would be safe and children would be off limit. But what am I saying? I'm watching college students getting taken out left and right by their spouses being able to walk on campus and do whatever they want to do to them. Why did I think high schools would be safe? Elementary schools and middle schools. I don't know what the answer is, but I know children are going to be at a point where they don't want to go to school no more. Now these high school students, instead of thinking about what their future year is going to look like, are going to be sitting in class in fucking anxiety every day. They're going to tell their parents they don't want to go to school. Some of those kids have lost friends. They're going to be forever changed because someone decided that I don't even know what the fuck that person was thinking. But these are children, like these are kids. My prayers go out to the school and to the parents, to whoever lost somebody today. I don't even know what the answer is anymore, but I'm sorry.
I just got through live streaming the first press conference held by authorities in Winder, Georgia, in connection with the school shooting that took place this morning at Appalachian High School. And for the first news conference, I have to admit, I was shocked when the GPI did the following.
Sheriff mentioned earlier this morning the shooter is in custody. His name is Colt, that's C-O-L-T, Gray. He is a 14-year-old student here at the school, G-R-A-Y. He is a 14-year-old student here at the high school. Again, he has been taken into custody. He will be charged with murder and he will be tried as an adult.
Yes, you heard it correctly. At the first press conference, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation identified the shooter, put the shooter's name out, and said that the shooter will be tried as an adult. Now, there are pictures going around of the subject, and I have seen them allegedly taken from the school yearbook. I choose not to share it at this time because I haven't done my own independent verification. But as soon as it's available, I will update you with more information. So this is going to be a follow-up, an update, and a let's talk about it all rolled into one. By this time, I'm sure you all have seen the picture of Colt Gray here. Colt Gray is the 14-year-old who left 4 dead and over 30 injured at Appalachian High School in Georgia yesterday. And while Colt has been taken into custody and he's going to be tried as an adult, I'm calling for his father to be arrested and tried also in connection with each one of those deaths. And before any of you all rush to my comment section and get cussed out, understand, I am not talking about any other case except this one right now, because the investigation has determined that Colin Gray, Colt's father, purchased the gun he used in the school shooting for him as a Christmas present. And that's not even the reasons I'm calling for charges against him. He did that in the face of Georgia authorities coming to his home last year to investigate online posts threatening a school shooting from his son. Yeah, you heard me right. After the police came to this man's house and told him that they had been getting tips of suspicious online activity from his home, posting about threats to shoot up a school, this man decides it was a good idea to buy his son an AR-styled rifle for the holidays. Let this sink in, that Colin Gray, Colt's father, purchased this gun for his son just months after authorities had contacted him about online threats being posted to shoot up a school coming from his house. And now, a little over 8 months after purchasing that gun as a holiday present for his son, the one that was suspected of making a post threatening to shoot up a school, has shot up a school, leaving 4 dead and 30 injured. How long do we have to wait for charges against this father?
Well, the FBI caught... So someone sent me the wrong picture, so I'm going to redo this video. This is deemed to be Colt Gray. He looks pretty innocent. His choice of weapon was an AR-15. And to my surprise and my dumb ass didn't knowing that, in Georgia, this boy can walk into any gun store and get one of these AR-15s. We have very relaxed laws in Georgia. On top of that, last year, the FBI interviewed Colt and his daddy. Come to find out, Colt had this plan last year and was boasting it all over the internet. Yep. And posting, I think, his dad's guns, letting everybody know what he was about to do. Well, the FBI caught wind of it, and they called the deputies where Colt lives, and they went and had an interview with him. Come to find out, Colt checked out. He was fine to be back in society and going to school. I call bullshit. The first thing those sheriffs and FBI's should have done was told that man, that father, to get those guns out that damn house if his son was going to stay here. Secondly, Colt should have been mentally evaluated. Yes. When a child is doing that kind of shit at a young age and posting those type of images on the internet, they need a mental evaluation, not a fucking conversation. That boy waited a whole year to carry out his plan. He waited, y'all. Think about that. At 13, he waited to do this shit. He needs to be in a mental institution. That's where he should have been. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to mess up my son by sending him to a mental institution. The boy's already fucking messed up. That's what mental institutions are for, to correct their mental. He needed to be evaluated. He needed to be institutionalized so they could monitor him. He could go to therapy. He could get the proper medication. And maybe he would be able to come back out and be in society without trying to hurt somebody. I've seen plenty of parents in my comments saying, oh, when we talked to the police, did you get this boy therapy? Did you have him evaluated for mental problems? No, because you didn't want to hurt your child's feelings. But no, you don't want to scar your child. You don't want to hurt your child's feelings. And that child ends up going and buying a gun or getting a gun out of your house and deciding that everybody needs to go but him. Last thing I want to say is the FBI, the sheriffs, everybody that interviewed Colt, y'all failed those people. Y'all allowed him to be in society. Y'all failed all those people that lost their lives. Every child that is traumatized and may not ever want to go back to school. Every child that's going to wake up screaming in their sleep. Y'all failed them. Y'all had time to correct this. Y'all had time and y'all failed them. We need stronger gun laws where children are not able to walk into a store and get one of these, where parents are held accountable for their child's actions, especially if they get the gun from out of their goddamn house. That's all I got. You're right. Minors can't own guns, but parents can buy guns for minors. Let's look at this. Now, I can correct myself. He cannot buy a gun, but his parents can buy one for him. Which states have child access and secure storage laws? Not Georgia. Georgia doesn't have them. A child can go all willy-nilly through their parents' shit. Which states prohibit assault weapons? Not Georgia. Which states prohibit high-capacity magazines? Not fucking Georgia. Which states regulate ghost guns, baby? Not Georgia. Which states don't allow teachers or general publics to carry guns in K through 12 schools? Baby, not Georgia. Which state prohibits certain people with serious mental illnesses from having firearms? Baby, not Georgia. Okay, so all you gun-toting, loving Georgia people, I live in fucking Georgia. About 45 minutes from where this shit happened. What do y'all have to say about the laws that will allow this boy to have one in his hands? Because clearly, from what people are saying, his mama had issues and his daddy had issues, and yet they had guns all over their house. They probably could have bought him one as well. I'm not putting it past them. So no, a minor cannot buy a gun, but he damn sure can have very good access to them if their parents allow them to have one, or to play with them while they're at home. If that's the only thing y'all focusing on is minors having guns, you don't really give a shit about anything that's going on right now. These are the four.
We are only a few weeks into the school year and a school shooting has been reported at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia. Police are calling this a large-scale tragedy, and they currently have the suspect in custody, according to some early reports. Winder, Georgia is about 100 miles outside of Atlanta. This is something that is so unfortunate because American parents grapple with this every single school year. It's not a question of if there's a school shooting. It's a question of when the school shooting is going to take place. It's not a question of if my kids die. It's a question of when my children are shot in school. And this is something that is absolutely unacceptable, but a cycle we go through every single school year. And it has to stop. It's a cycle of something like this happens and it's absolutely scary and terrifying. Then we get thoughts and prayers, but then we stop at thoughts and prayers. There's no policy. There's no action at all whatsoever. It's just, we're going to pray for these people. Our thoughts are with these people. Thoughts and prayers are not stopping bullets from killing our children in school. Thoughts and prayers are not preventing these school shootings from happening. Policy and change is what we need at this point. This story is still developing, and as it does, I will bring you more information.
So parents, they were telling us that they didn't want our kids using their phones this year, that they need to turn them off and lock them away. And no sooner than they said that, this happened. I had already told my kids from the start, do not do that. I tell you what to do. They shouldn't have introduced phones into the schools from the start if that's how you was going to feel. But with all the mental illness that's going on, hatred, and we don't know what's on the minds of others, my babies need to have their phone, and they gonna have their phone, okay? And that's, you know what I mean, that's not a discussion that's gonna be had between me and no school officials, because my kids need to be safe. I need to know where my kids at, if I need to get to them, and the schools ain't getting to me fast enough when my baby has a phone, you know, on its person. So I'm just saying, like, let your babies have their phone, especially if they're in the age group that they can, okay? Don't listen to these people. Your child's safety and life is so much more important than a rule that a school wants to now put in play when it should have already been this way. We're sorry that we live in a new age where phones are accessible to everyone, but do not let your children have their phones on their person and have them on, okay? You need to locate your babies. Have a good day.
My name is Lillian Fofana. I am a student at Appalachia High School, where yesterday the school shooting happened. I am so sad and angry about the things that happened because everybody was in that classroom fearing their lives, where the lockdown happened and everyone just jumped into the corners having panic attack after panic attack, questioning if they're gonna make it, if they're gonna see their parents again. I am angry because babies lost their lives, my classmates lost their lives, my teachers lost their lives. And at this point, I don't even know what to say. I'm just angry, and there need to be some justice because it's just not normal what happened. And at the point where students are fearing their lives walking through the hallways because of this gun violence. My name is...
Seriously, lovelies, first of all, I want to take a minute to, say that my heart actually goes for those people and the families that actually, lost it. And I just, hope that God will give them the ability to, grieve their loved ones that they, in the hands of this. Like, this is very devastating. It's one thing to actually send the young ones to school, and it's another thing to, have this anxiety, always, checking up, always thinking, is my kid okay? Is there anything that's going to be, is there anything that's going to go wrong? I hope he or she is okay. Like, you are always, you are always cautious. Like, you are always trying to, like, make yourself okay, because you're always thinking of maybe the worst might happen. It's not even safe out there. Like, I hope my kid is okay. I hope, like, seriously, what is really happening? This year I've been going so, and we've not actually heard about this, school, what have you, and everyone was just, getting a sense of relief that, okay, it's as if something like that is not, going to, and just look at it. 4 people have to, like, go, all because of, some parents that happens to be very careless. Like, with all of the things I've been seeing online, it happens that the father to decide, that did the, in school, decided that it was okay for him to purchase a pill for his underaged 13-year to 14-year-old. Like, seriously, how can a parent comfortably go and purchase something like that to your teenager, to your teenage boy that is not even thinking straight, to your teenage boy that you know vividly well that is not even all right? And another thing I'm seeing all over social media is that there was, some kind of text message that surfaced sometime last year that actually indicated that something like that might happen this year. And the location at which this message was sent is from the same location in which this boy is living. And the sheriff and all of that, made with their investigation, and the father have to, like, deny that, oh, nothing like that actually happened. And of course, they didn't see any sort of evidence and what have you, and the case was just there. And now, look at it. So that means this young boy took almost 1 year to strategize and to, put himself in the situation of plans of how he's going to execute it. And he eventually did that this year. Like, seriously, what is this world turning into? What is the parents actually doing? How can you, okay, probably the parents own all of these ammunitions and all of that, and he decided that he liked it, and the father decided to, as a gift. How can you hand something like that as a gift to your little one? Like, seriously, I just hope that this man is charged. I just hope he faces the same fate with his son, because he's just like an accomplice. Seriously, how could you actually do that to your own? He single-handedly put his own to this position right now. Like, even if you found out that your kid is someone that is, that you need to hide some of all those things away from kids, away from underage people. They don't even understand. They don't know, like, oh my goodness. Is it that he thinks that that is just the movies he watch, and this is just a play, or this is just a game, the children game that he sees on TV? Like, I don't just get it. I blame the parent, the father most especially, about this, because he is in the right position to actually put his own to a place. If you know that your kid is having some kind of difficulty and all of that, there are Oh my God, this could have even been prevented. Why giving, you know, even if it was a gift, there's a certain age, even if you purchase it, there's a certain age which you have to get them to understand what he's carrying. Like, for him to do this, do you know what he has actually did that nobody knew or something? Like, I don't get it. How are they raising kids these days? Like, this is the reason why a lot of people are even scared to bet these days. And you that you have the opportunity to bet, you can't even control your own and your own. Like, I really feel so sorry. There is a woman, I think she happens to have, have the oh God, I can't even, oh my goodness. I have been wanting to put this here, but I just keep on moving back and forth because this is just devastating. Seriously, lovelies. How can you single-handedly decide that you are going to allow your offspring, to get in touch to handle something like that, knowing fully well how DNG that this is very dangerous for your offspring? But anyways, I'm just going to do it anyway. I have the right to. What is happening with the GUN control? What is happening with it? I just wish that, because if this is not handled very carefully, if this is not handled as strict as possible, oh my God, I don't know what would just happen. Because this is just too much. How could someone as small as that, 14-year-old, have that kind of mindset? Like, he sees human being as, oh my God. Seriously, lovelies. It took me a while to actually, stitch this video and put my own commentary because I don't even know what to say anymore. I just feel so sorry for these people. That don't like the father. How could you hand over this to your? I saw an interview from some of the students. I was not even able to put it there because you know how it is. One was like when that he got into the school and he made his way to the class. They have an automatic door, so when a student enters, the door closes automatically like that. So he knocked at the door and this girl wanted to open the door. She peeped and saw him with it, and the class teacher was like, open the door for him, and she was like, no, he's with the GUN. He says, don't go. And when he heard that was when he just did whatever he did on the hallway. Seriously. And he happens to be a quiet, always on his own. He don't want to speak too much and all of that. Such attributes, such characteristic tend to have some kind of thing that you just need to keep on looking at such people. Like, seriously, this is really disappointing that in 2024 there is no still measures to actually prevent something like this from happening. Like, how could a parent wake up in the morning, try to dress your baby or your kid to school, but you just keep on having a panic attack? Oh my God, I hope my kid is safe. Oh my God. Oh, I saw a tweet where someone was like, she was with a lady and the helicopter flew above them. She had to check her phone and she was like, my children, my baby is in the school, and she have to run out without even wearing any slippers. Just imagine. Seriously. Like, you would practically have your kid there, you would just keep on praying. And I totally agree with the lady that talked about phones. These kids should be allowed to have their phones so that their parents can track them. Like, seriously, lovelies. When I saw this, I was like, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. When you're leaving your commentaries, please
even if you want to, write some words, that's how you can abbreviate it and all of that, Leave a thought in the comment section. Subscribe if you're here to do that. And I will see you lovelies when I upload.
Just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please, do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, share, leave your thoughts, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.